I've been taking an RTI class this semester for my master's program, and I've really learned a lot.
I never liked RTI. It doesn't seem to do any good for my students.
I have been in a few different buildings that have implemented RTI in different ways, and I used to agree with that statement. It never seemed to help my students grow the way I thought that it should. Now, I have seen the difference RTI can make in my students. It's a good system, but it has to be implemented in the correct way.
I don't understand RTI then because I have not seen anything come from it.
RTI is a systematic approach to interventions. It has a tiered pyramid that determines how much interventions each student should receive. Each student moves in and out of the different tiers based on the data of what they need help with. All students start in Tier 1 and get all interventions and instruction provided in your classroom. If students are struggling, then they move into Tier 2, and if that doesn't help, they go to Tier 3. This is the tier that students get tested for special education. Using this system reduces the amount of unnecessary testing for students who wouldn't qualify for special education because the interventions will work for them.
I know we do the tiers, but what kind of interventions are used?
The interventions will vary based on the data and what each student specifically needs. Tier 2 students will receive 30 to 90 minutes of interventions 2 to 5 times a week. Tier 3 students will receive 30 to 180 minutes of interventions with a very small group or one-on-one. Tier 2 and 3 students will be progress monitored each week to assess what is working and what is not so that the teacher can adjust their instruction to best meet the needs of the students. Remember, it is all about how you look at things. With RTI, we make better possibilities for our students, opening up ways for them to take our instruction and improve themselves.
That does seem like a good system. I'll definitely give RTI a second chance.